One like Ajete Anan, who has the opportunity to just go and do cut, go, and go on a film, what do you call it? Go and shoot his film and then is gone. Decides to do theater. He needs to come for rehearsals almost every day. It's extremely challenging, but it's because of the passion, and he also wants the industry at least to grow and grow very well.
Speaking of challenges, what's that one thing you are still fighting for?
I think the bottom line is more about infrastructure, and it's also more about the audience psyche. I would go more for the audience psyche even than the infrastructure. People still don't appreciate theater or understand theater until they experience it. A lot of people are like, what is theater? Seriously, you'll be surprised that when you go, mostly we do a lot of BTL. We go on the ground to speak to people, to encourage them to get tickets, to participate, and blah, 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 blah. You would realize that the audience psyche to theater in Ghana is extremely low. It's very low. So until they experience it, they don't know what they are missing. So for me, the propagation is with the work you're doing and you've been doing over the years to make people hear about theater is the most important thing that I believe we need now in our society.
In this case, what do you do to lure them?
So you see, that's how can we try to be quite creative and innovative. For instance, we introduced theater on the cruise, theater in the middle of the Volta Lake, and it's always sold out.
Hey, wow.
Yes, we move to the middle of the Volta Lake and have a performance every Saturday, first Saturday and Sunday in January. And it's sold out because it's unique.
Tell us that I'm really missing.
Yes, exactly. Even that one, I don't do a lot of announcements. I just blast it to my database and then that's it. Because it's unique, because it's different. Theater on the cruise, theater in the middle of the Volta Lake. So I feel innovation. So you see, when COVID came up, we were the first in the world to do a play on COVID-19. It had 3.5 million views.
Okay.
So, and it was virtual. So it was a virtual play when, we had this lockdowns and blah, 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 blah. We decided to go virtual. So I feel that innovation plays a very significant role. And after that virtual COVID-19 production, our audience base increased automatically. Because after that, we did something as Kill a Man, the first ever commercial open-air theater at Labadi Beach. And it was massive, about 12,000 people.
Wow.
So I strongly feel that innovation and creativity and propagation of what we do would be our backbone to success.
But Latif, if you say you had about 12,000 people, even COVID, well, that's quite understandable because people were bored, they had nowhere to go, and so it attracted a lot of eyeballs. But in the case of an open-air theater at Labadi Beach where you had that mammoth crowd, 12,000 people to me is mammoth because, for theater.
That was huge.
Right, yet you turn around and say that we lack infrastructure. People are not really into it. People don't really understand theater. I find it a bit ambiguous.
Oh, come on. Maybe it's because of the space you are in. You know it well, and you meet people who know it well. Jack, we did do door to door.
Hey.
I did go on the ground daily. Even now, I'm doing activation at Labadi Beach Hotel. I'm here with my Ghana Must Go T-shirt.
Are you sharing flyers?
Yeah, I'm holding flyers. I'm in T-shirts. I'm having conversations with people. So it's real that the audience psyche. You see, sometimes when I talk about the audience psyche about theater, it's not that they've not heard about it before, but these people don't really even know what it is. Theater don't cry a day. When someone asks you those questions, if you have several people asking you those questions, then you realize that, Charlie, you have a problem. Our industry has a problem. Because not understanding, how do you even know the importance of it?
Right.
Unlike the global world where they know the significance. If you take 10 people, 8 out of 10 know the significance of it and why they should take their children, why they should take their family. It's part of the culture, or it's part of their culture. I feel it was part of our culture, per what we read and per what Nkrumah was doing. And I'm praying that it would gradually grow to become part of our culture. Because, see, to preserve our culture and transfer information from one generation to the other, we need products like theater. We need it.
Right.
We need to be able to tell our story.
Now, this Ghana Must Go play, you mentioned that you're having door-to-door campaigns and all. Will you show it here before it travels abroad?
Yes. So the core essence of Ghana Must Go is to tell the Ghana story. As Globe Productions, we have 15 years. This is our 15th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Of taking place. Thank you. And this is our 20th play. So we are unveiling our 20th play. And we are saying that, look, 2020 is a big deal. We look around, what everybody has been doing, and we realize that nobody has told the Ghana story. People must understand Ghana, our identity, who we are, our culture, our tourist sites, our investment opportunities. What is unique about us, our food, our music. People must know that. We must create a product that will let people yearn for Ghana. That's the reason why we came up with Ghana Must Go. So we are using it to mobilize domestic potential investors and tourists. First, so we give Ghanaians and people in Ghana the first right of refusal. That is why we are staging it on the 24th and 25th of May. That's next week, Saturday and Sunday. We do 2 shows each day.
Where?
Then, so at the Accra International Conference Center.
Okay.
So, 24th, 25th of May next week, Ghanaians will be given the opportunity to experience this. Your listeners will be given the opportunity to experience this. I'm willing to give people some free tickets just to appreciate who we are, just to appreciate the Ghana story, to become ambassadors of Ghana. We need to sell our country. We are so rich, endowed, blessed, but we are not yielding the right results that we are supposed to yield as a country. And I feel theater can play a very significant role to appeal to the globe, to see Ghana, to feel Ghana, to believe in Ghana and to invest in Ghana and tour Ghana and come to Ghana. That is the dream. So we start in Accra, then we move across the globe. We are targeting Nigeria. Nigeria is we get one of our biggest business partners and investors are from Nigeria. Then, of course, but U.S. tops it all. U.S., Nigeria, UK. Then we can look at Germany. We can look at Saudi Arabia. We can look at Qatar. We're also looking at Netherlands, which is Holland to specific. I mean, we are touring the world to tell our story and inviting people to come and feel it, to come and see it, and to come and invest in it. That's the ultimate and tour. Because this is it. We are the hometown of Africa. So people should experience us. So that's the essence of Ghana Must Go. I feel it's time to tell Ghana.
Nice. Now, when it comes to traveling abroad with these casts and productions, I know that the biggest challenge is visa acquisition.
Yeah.
How are you going to do this? Because I know that especially the US, it's very difficult to even get dates for interviews. Or do you have a special arrangements for that?
So, at least we would say that over the years we've built some solid credibility for ourselves. If you realize, we've been in the business for 15 years. Again, if you realize, we started putting spotlight on Ghana theater and talents 4 years ago. It was part of a broader plan. So we partnered with the Spanish embassy. The Spanish government sponsored us for like 3 consecutive years to put together a Ghana-Spanish collaboration. We did the same with the Italians. Currently, we are doing the same with the Turkish. We are doing the same with the Koreans. And we are doing the same with the Czech Republic. You understand? And it was part of our roadmap, our 5-year roadmap of making sure that the international world has a spotlight on Ghana talent and theater. So we've built some kind of credibility for ourselves, and people know our worth and value. I feel strongly, and I know that based on our track record, it will be difficult for us to refuse. We've performed. We did our theatrical expedition, our first major theatrical expedition in Madrid last year. It was sold out. I went with all my cast and crew, and we came back. It was sold out. It had 29 ambassadors attending that theatrical expedition in Madrid. So it was a big deal.
Before I let you go, sorry about that. Please go ahead.
For us, we have a backing of the Ministry of Tourism. We have the backing of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs when it comes to the Ghana Must Go project, because they see the value of using the creatives to sell Ghana and then to also attract potential investors and tourists into the country.
Lastly, when you go there, how do you get people to come get the tickets? How do you do? Because it may be easier down here with your door-to-door campaigns, but in abroad, there are certain noises you can't make, certain places you can't go telling people.
So let me tell you this. We are structured, and we've been planning this for a while. In many countries, we have strong partnerships. In Saudi Arabia, we are partnering with the Jeddah Chamber of Commerce. That's the biggest gathering of businesses in Saudi. And they are bringing all the businesses to experience Theatre Must Go. We also partner with the British Chamber of Commerce in UK. And so, aside the general, traditional way of selling tickets from the box office and partners that we have, we're even using, because it's business oriented, it's investment oriented, tourism oriented. We are partnering with the major chambers in Qatar. We are partnering with the Qatar Foundation to execute it in Qatar. So it's well structured and planned. And also through the foreign mission of Ghana, we are partnering with our missions in there.
Wow!
And our missions are already connected to the ground with the right kind of people who would like to experience Ghana, or the right potential investors and tourists. So we've built a very solid structure. Look, even before we started thinking about touring with Ghana Must Go. Chairman, we decided to do a test case in a non-English speaking country. That is Madrid. We did a test case and we sold out. We sold out.
Did you have translators?
No, that's what I'm saying. So our audience base to come were very limited because we're going to do it strictly in English. So that was a huge challenge. But we still sold out. It means that I believe strongly when you put in the right structures, especially outside, where the people understand theater and they are yearning for authentic Ghanaian African content. Trust me, you succeed. And we've done it. We've tested it. We are not just going. We just didn't decide to get up and say we're going to tour. We've put together a process which included effectibility studies and a test case, which we practically executed and succeeded. So we believe strongly with the partners we have in the various countries, coupled with our able missions, there's no way. We're going to attract over 2,000 people in each city. And that's a big deal. 2,000 to engage Ghana, to speak to Ghana, to feel Ghana, to see Ghana, to understand Ghana, and to convince them to come down to experience us, either through our tourism or our investment. That is the essence of Ghana Must Go. And you will see it. You will see it live, my brother. I'm so excited about this project. 20 years, and I believe strongly that it is time to sell Ghana.
Wow. Okay, hold on for a minute. Adam, go ahead.
Mr. Abubakar.
Yes.
Morning, Adam here.
Hey, Adam, what's up?
Cool. From where I'm coming from, I want to ask, how is the media tagging along to be able to report on some of these successes and the good things which will happen there?
Definitely, we partnered. We are in partnership with the GJ, the Ghana Journalists Association. So if you realize the launch that we did, the GJ president was also there. So that we put together a very structured framework to enable the media broadcast. Because you see, we need the media to tell our narrative. We need the media to sell our stories to people. We need to change the mindset of people not just in Ghana, but across the globe. And the media can play a very significant role when they start reporting things about our tourist sites, our investment opportunities, who we are, our value, our culture. We need the media to play a role. So we understand that so much, and it's the reason why we went into the strategic partnership.
Right. Latif, many thanks for your time.
This is Hits.